The Sims is letting us vote on what the next kit theme is going to be. I haven't actually looked into this too much yet. I just saw them tweet about it and got really excited and like ran to start recording. But they just posted this on Twitter. It says, calling all Simmers. We're letting you, the community, determine which themes will inspire the kits in a future release. Cast your vote for both a create a sim and build kit before voting closes. And then we have like a little vote now image and a link to a survey that we can vote in. This is really, really interesting. And I guess me calling it the next kit is probably wrong. I assume it'll take a while for these kits to actually come out, but it looks like they're gonna let us vote on themes to decide what these kits will end up being like. This actually isn't the first time that we've gotten to vote on a pack before. Way back in the day, back when stuff packs were still a thing, they actually did 2 entirely fan-voted stuff packs. They haven't released a stuff pack since January 2021, so it's been a while. It feels like kits have pretty heavily replaced stuff packs now. Believe it or not, Laundry Day and Nifty Knitting were both completely fan-voted stuff packs. They did a whole series of surveys for both of them to decide what the pack was going to be. It started off with like some kind of broad themes, then we narrowed it down to specific packs and different features. We even voted on concept art for them. So they showed us like a whole big list of different concept arts for like clothing and furniture, and then we got to rank all of them, and then they used those surveys to determine what items actually came in the pack. We even got to vote on the names for the packs. If you've ever seen anybody joke about Nifty Knitting and call it Love to Knit, like LUV number 2 knit, that's because that was one of the name options that we voted on. I'm not gonna lie, I did personally want that one to win because it was just so bad that I kind of liked the idea of it being an official name for a pack, but I am glad that it didn't win. I think Nifty Knitting is objectively a better name for it, but I always really loved those 2 fan votes for those packs, and I've been really hoping they would do it again. So I'm kind of excited to do this kit one. This is also kind of an interesting way to maybe sway the public opinion of kits. I assume that's probably at least partially their intention, because it feels like most people have a sort of negative opinion towards kits. I feel like the average person probably would want kits to go away and stuff packs to come back. So I'm curious to see what happens with this vote and see how people react to it. At this point, I've sort of accepted that we have kits now. I wish that we still had stuff packs coming out, mostly because I miss the gameplay aspect of them. And I really do usually like the stuff that comes in the kits. I like the furniture, I like the clothes. I just wish that it was like more for the price, or maybe, you know, less expensive in general. But anyway, we have this same conversation about kits literally anytime one of them comes out. Should we just jump into the survey? I'm so curious to see how many questions there are and like how detailed this is. Obviously, I'm gonna link this down below and you should go do it. I don't think it'll take that long, but I guess we'll see how long it takes. It says, hey Simmers, we want to hear from you. Are you looking for fashion that's more light and bright or dark and moody? Do you want to build your next lot inspired by the future or past? Vote for your favorite. The winning themes will appear in a future kits release. So light or dark? Click on the image below to vote for your favorite fashion theme. Okay, rainbow core style. It's light, it's bright, it's rainbow core. It's a playful aesthetic featuring nostalgic, youthful designs and pops of color. Give your inner child a big hug and dress your Sims in a rainbow of colorful, bright patterns. Image not representative of final in-game objects. Okay, so it's just like sort of a general theme concept art. And the other option is goth fashion. Do you grow nauseous at the sight of a bright pink sweater? Perfect. Embrace your dark side and vote for goth fashion. Style your sim in shades of black from head to toe. They are sure to stand out from the crowd with modern mesh and lace detail, dark dramatic makeup, and edgy accessories. Oh, okay. These are both really interesting. Looking at this, I'm obviously not like a big fashion kit person. Like, I don't really feel obsessed about any of the fashion kits that we already have, so I'm probably not gonna be obsessed with either of these. But honestly, I kind of like the idea of both. The one thing that kind of worries me is them saying like, dress your sim in black from head to toe. How many swatches are these things gonna have? Like, that's kind of like ringing alarm bells in my head. They probably wouldn't be like only black. I assume it'll have some different shades of like darker colors. My first thought was like, oh no, is this gonna have less swatches or something? So I don't know. I feel like for me personally, the colorful aesthetic is probably more what I would use. Just off the pictures too. I know that obviously these aren't like actual concept arts or anything, but I I really like these overalls with the flowers. Also, these little shoes are so cute. So I'm kind of leaning towards the rainbow core one. I think that's what I'll vote for. I will say that I do like this goth fashion one a lot too. I think I'm struggling with this more than I thought I would. When I first read like pick a fashion kit and pick a build kit, I was like, oh, I don't care about the fashion kit. But now I kind of want both of these. Maybe I want the goth one. I don't know. You know what else is kind of making me feel conflicted? I think sometimes I look at the stuff the Sims team makes, especially some of their earlier stuff, and I'm like, wow, I wish this wasn't so bright. I wish it was just pastels. Did they really have to make this like so vibrant? So if I vote for this rainbow core one, is it gonna be like so vibrant? Am I gonna regret that? Oh no. I don't know which one I want. I think I want the rainbow core. I think I'm picking rainbow core. Okay, hopefully I don't regret this. I'm sorry to you goth fans because I'm with you. I like this too. I don't know what to do. Past or future? Click on the image below to vote for your favorite build theme. Oh, is there only two? Oh. It is a short survey. I thought it was gonna be more than just 2 options for each. Okay, well, it's a 2-question survey, so you probably should go fill it out because it won't take you very long. The first one says medieval castle. Place your vote for medieval castle if you're looking to keep out those nosy neighbors. Build a fortress with an array of elements including brick walls, battlements, and leaded glass windows set in old stone. It's your very own castle in a kingdom far, far away. And the other one is high-tech futurism. You can have tomorrow today. Place your vote for high-tech futurism if you're inspired by this out-of-the-world architecture featuring sleek metal exteriors and glowing accents that make a perfect home base for any Sims visiting from another planet. You know what? I am a builder. I am usually not a cast person, but I'm feeling a little bit more intrigued by those cast options than by these. I think I feel conflicted about this too because these are both so different. I do kind of like how they seem more like build kits as opposed to furniture kits. I feel like most of the building kits that we have so far are very furniture focused, and so it's like, here's how you can furnish a kitchen. Here's that like industrial loft bedroom furniture. Whereas these two sound like they're gonna be windows and like exterior type of items. So I do kind of like that about them, but I don't really see myself ever building a castle or a high-tech futurism house. Actually, I literally just did a build on Twitch where I made like this alien house. I've been doing this big charity event on my Twitch channel, and I did a stream last week where I let my Twitch chat decide what I built with like a series of polls. And then chat decided to build this like floating alien space mansion. So honestly, this really fits that like future kit theme. I mean, even the shape of this is really similar to what I built, but I don't know if I like this. It is very much not my personal style. I don't think I would ever use this. Aside from letting Twitch chat force me into building some sort of alien mansion, I think I'm more interested in the castle vibes of this one. This moat comment is especially hilarious if you've ever been to one of my Twitch streams. It's funny timing because obviously I literally just built this last week, but last time I did one of these Twitch chat decides my build things, the chat decided to add a moat, and it became this like serious stream meme where now every time I build anything on Twitch, half the chat is like, you should add a moat to this. It'll be like the most normal looking like library or something, and they're like, no, you should probably add a moat to this. Even this one has a moat. I don't know if you can see it that well, but there's like a river of water underneath the building, so it is very funny that they called that out specifically. I think for that reason alone, I should probably vote for the medieval castle. But also, I like the idea of more like brick wallpapers and like some older window type stuff. I'm kind of more into like the older style homes than this sort of like futuristic fake style home. So this is an easier choice for me than the cast stuff was. Going back to the cast thing for a second though, I'm still not sure which I prefer. I think that these overalls are really throwing me because on one hand, this is so cute and I love the colorful stuff, but on the other hand, half the stuff we have in the game is like super bright colored stuff. So should we vote for the goth one? I don't know what I want. This is too difficult to decide. It's not even that high stakes. There's only 2 options. I don't know why I'm thinking about it so much. Do I want to switch my vote? I don't know. I'm trying to think very objectively about what I'm more likely to use. It's light, it's bright, it's rainbow core. It's a playful aesthetic featuring nostalgic, youthful designs and pops of color. And then they say, do you grow nauseous at the sight of a bright pink sweater? They really came out in full force with this option. It's like, does this option make you feel physically ill? Then vote for me. I don't know. vote. I'm staying rainbow. I'm staying rainbow, and I'm submitting my vote. Rainbow and medieval castle are my final selections. It's too late. I sent it. Okay. I think that I was like way too stressed about that. It really is not that deep. It's just a kit. I am so interested to see what everybody else votes for, so you have to tell me in the comments, okay? And I'm gonna link this tweet so you can go vote. I will say that I'm a little bit disappointed that it was so few options. I really got my hopes up when I saw that tweet, and then I was kind of surprised to see it just be picking between 2 things for each kind of kit. But I am glad we got to vote for a cast thing and a build thing. Now I guess we just wait and see what the timeline ends up being like for this. It's kind of interesting because we do have a slight previous pack vote reference to go off of here. And in that original first ever pack vote, the one that ended up becoming a laundry pack, one of the themes was kind of like an eco off the grid type of vibe. And they ended up fleshing that out way more in an expansion pack. Obviously we got eco lifestyle a few years later, which I actually really appreciated. It's kind of cool because they can see based on these votes, like, oh, this thing didn't win the most votes, but there's clearly a really huge community interest in it. So maybe we could try and do it in a different pack sometime. So even once this finishes, if the thing that you voted for doesn't win, I really wouldn't be surprised if they didn't add it into a different pack somewhere. Like for example, if Goth wins and the rainbow thing doesn't, they'd probably try and fit in some cool rainbow stuff into a different pack in the future. Maybe as like a little side theme of the cast in the next expansion pack or whatever. Because obviously they'll see like, oh, people loved this idea, it just didn't win. So we could try it somewhere else another time. Does that make sense? And there actually is one other huge thing that I wanted to tell you about. There's a deal happening on the Epic Games Store where you can get a couple packs for free. Epic is just another game launcher game store, kind of like the EA app or Steam, but they're doing a thing right now where you can get a couple Sims packs completely for free. It's the Daring Lifestyle bundle right here, and it comes with Jungle Adventure, Luxury Party, and the Fashion Street kit completely free. Epic does this a lot where they have like free games on. Obviously the base game is just free already. I don't even have it. I don't really use the Epic Games launcher, so I didn't have it before. But for the next few days, they're having this little bundle of these 3 packs offered completely for free. So make sure you go get it. I am serious. Make an Epic account. Go like, you know, buy the bundle or whatever. It's free. Just make sure you claim it. From my understanding, you can like hook up your Epic account to your EA account and then get those packs in your EA library. The Sims community has an article about this that I'm gonna link down below because it gives you some more information on how to do it. So it looks like to link your EA app and your Epic Games accounts, it sounds like you just have to install it and then the EA app will launch and ask you to link the 2 of them together, and then you should get them in your EA library. I already have those 3 packs, so I can't really test it for you. And it sounds like you can't do it if you're on Mac, at least until the EA app comes out for Mac, which is really annoying, but definitely still at least claim them on the Epic Games Store. It is free, and then you'll have it waiting for you once the EA app comes to Mac. Honestly, the fact that Luxury Party is one of them is like almost insulting. That is the worst pack they've ever made for The Sims 4, but if it's free, then we'll take it. It's a really weird combo, Jungle Adventure, Luxury Party, and the Fashion Street kit. I have no idea why it's those 3, but I actually think that Jungle Adventure and the Fashion Street kit are both really good. And in my humble opinion, if it's free, it's always good. Like, we'll take it. This is the first time that The Sims has done things with Epic, but in the past, Epic has had loads of games for free. Like, that's just not really uncommon for them. It's kind of their whole thing. And it's probably working because I guarantee you a lot of Simmers are about to make a brand new Epic account just to get this. So I assume that's their intention behind this. So you all have homework, okay? You have to go click that survey and fill it out, and then you also have to make an Epic Games account and claim your free packs. I'll have all of that stuff linked down below. And I'm also going to link my Twitch channel down below because we are doing a huge charity fundraiser on my streams for the whole month of May. So maybe you could come by to my stream and hang out while you do your homework. Your Sims homework, where you do the survey and then also get the Epic Games launcher. As of yesterday, actually, we just raised $202,000 for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital just in the last week. So if you want to come by, we have a lot of fun Sims stuff planned. I'll link that down below too. And if you're ever interested in Sims news or hearing about big Sims stuff like this, please subscribe so you don't miss my next video about it. I will obviously let you know as soon as we have any more information on these kits. I'm really sorry if you have opposite viewpoints to me about which kits should should win. Even I'm not sure what I think, okay? I keep thinking about that goth fashion kit and thinking that maybe I made a mistake by voting for the other one. I don't know. I don't know, and I kind of regret it already, but it's too late. I submitted it. So anyway, on that note, I'm gonna end this video right here. Thank you for watching. Go finish your Sims homework. You got links down below, and I'll catch you all tomorrow, okay? Bye, everybody. Oh my gosh, and seriously, I want to know in the comments, what did you vote for? I am so interested to hear which ones you're preferring.